Hi students, my name is Ms. Cassandra Lindbergh Finance, and in this grade 7 social studies lesson, we'll be discussing a very important topic: rules and responsibilities, management structures of a school. Let's start by discussing what is an organizational structure. An organizational structure is a system that outlines how certain activities are directed in order to achieve the goals of that organization. These activities can include rules, roles, and even responsibilities. Let's take a minute to quickly assess our family. Who is the head of your family? And who has the least authority in your family? In most nuclear families, the father is the head of the household, and the child has the least authority. Like in the family structure, schools also have a structure where each member has a specific role and responsibility. The school, however, is a formal institution, and as such, rules, roles, and responsibility for each individual must be and is clearly defined. The illustration shows members of the school family in the order of their authority. We have at the top, we have the head teacher, deputy head teacher, senior master or mistress, head of department, teachers, prefect body, secretaries, students, etc. Now we'll be looking at the roles and responsibilities of some of these members of our school family. Let's start with our head teacher. The head teacher or principal is responsible for the overall management of the school. Final decisions are often taken by him or her. The head teacher also has to take directions from the educational officer, the regional education officer, and personnel from the Ministry of Education. Let's now look at the roles and responsibilities of the deputy head teacher. In the absence of the head teacher, the deputy has the responsibility of managing the school. He or she is responsible for the day-to-day management of the school's operations. They allocate teaching time and has responsibility for student admission and student withdrawals. The senior master or mistress. This person is also an administrative staff and also functions in the absence of the head teacher or the deputy head teacher. The senior master or mistress has the responsibility for the management of the school also. They're responsible for supervising a particular section of the school. They also supervise the general sanitation of the school, and they supervise the General Assembly. What about the ancillary staff? These employees work to help and support the main staffing of the school. These workers include cooks, cleaners, school nurse, etc. Now, for your homework, you're required to list 3 responsibilities of the PTA, the prefect body, and students. Remember the illustration we had before? Look at that illustration and identify 3 responsibilities of the PTA, the prefect body, and the students. John and Harry are grade 7 students who were caught fighting in the schoolyard. How should this matter be dealt with? 1. Who makes the final decision on the disciplinary action that should be taken? 2. And give 2 reasons for your answers. Explain why the person making the final decision is the only authorized member of staff to do so. So 1, consider how the matter should be dealt with. 2, who makes the final decision when it comes to disciplinary actions. Give 2 reasons for your answers. And finally, explain why the person making the final decision is the only authorized member of staff to do so. In summary, we dealt with the subtopic management structure of the school, where we looked at the organizational structure of the school family. We identified those members, and we also identified their roles and their responsibilities. This has brought us to the end of our lesson on rules and responsibilities, management structure of the school. I am Miss Cassandra Lindberg Finance. See you in our next session, where we'll be exploring another interesting topic. Bye, students.